In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinals offense takes the field for the first time today. When you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this all.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. To the air. It's Shuck. Grabs it in the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brooks. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you try to sneak this in there, right? 3rd down, kind of manageable situation, not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw and their defense said, no, sir, I'm ready for that, and stuffs them on the 3rd down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen. Get ready for the run. less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
You know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
These are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The Cardinals brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires left. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And the Cardinals are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quick handoff. Able to get one down to the 15.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it shut. Getting some heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Smashes it between the uprights. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide open on the move, he has it on the jet sweep. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
So as a defense, do I load the middle where they can run the football, up the gut and really come attack me downhill right now? Or do they hit me with a jet sweep? It's really tough to play defense when you got to defend both, and you gave up the 1st down around the outside.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job on the defense being locked in on their keys, knowing that could be a possibility.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. Sweet feet on the move. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Fast motion from the offense. Trying play action. Looking left. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wants to throw. It's Shuck. Gets it out fast. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Running back searching for a hole. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Wide out in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that alone, you know, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies and traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Third down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a third and long. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. There is a flag on the play. If it's on the D, it's not enough to give the offense a first down. So, guys, would you just leave the points on the board here? Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the air, it's Shuck. Into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Great timing here between the quarterback and receiver. Down close to the end zone, ball's going to come out quickly. Receivers got to win quickly. They were on the same page on that team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Tell you what, that's a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. To throw, it's Shuck. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They're setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Neal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out of the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill, making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Fast motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Arnold. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The aerial assault continues. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Jayhawks get the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm the defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Neal. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt.
That makes the score Louisville 20, Kansas 3.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's
Got a lot of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wide out in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Brooks. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd
went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Shuck. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Gonna run it. It's Neal. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. He's got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Skinner. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Caught over the middle. It's Casey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Skinner. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Got his man quickly. And he's running in the open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Jayhawks!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
23, Kansas 10.
Trying to get back in this game with that last score. It's a 13-point game as they're set to kick off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll immediately call timeout. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Shuck. Just a little off. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
12 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Louisville 23.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union
second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. You start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll run play action. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now. You expect them to make those plays for you, make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
To the ground. He's got it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Daniels. He finds his man, and he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirm his way and get some positive yards.
They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a play by that defensive lineman. You could say he was channeling his inner power.
And that's what defensive linemen do. Big, fast, one of the most athletic players on the field. Getting in the backfield, just beautiful.
You know, you could have shown a little humility there and said, "Aw, shucks," or something.
Aw, shucks, or something.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On second down, looking again to throw. He's got him this time. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Makes the grab, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
In the end zone.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Just trucks through it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. He'll pull it on the read. He has the first and still on his feet. That's why they love to feed this senior running back. He'll find those extra yards.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
Dropping back, it's Shuck. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It was due second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Cardinals will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now, I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And oftentimes running backs love dropping because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They look finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
Is good. That makes the score Kansas 24, Louisville 23.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the 2nd half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Kansas offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money, just trying to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd and eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know you're going to make some plays for.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Brooks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And the Cardinals have this offense rolling. They're getting this guy lathered up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. looking for a man. It's Shuck. It's complete to the right. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacy. Makes the catch and knocked down. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now on second down. Unloads quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. A first down run in the red zone. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. On the ground. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the offense only needs a field goal to take the lead. They've got great field position, but it's 4th and short on the plus side of the field. And as a head coach, you got to start thinking, do we go for it? Do we stay on the field? Do we get some more yards, make the field goal even easier? Let's find out.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they go back on top.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Power football with the run. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the draw. Smashes through. Rams him with the stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you.
It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time. He's been deadly accurate throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks, right? These are the decisions you have to make as a coach. Do I want to go for it? Continue to maybe run some clock. I'd love to kick a field goal when it's at 1, right? I want on the clock and walk out with a dub. Big decision here because you might have to go play some defense and get a stop if you kick the field goal now.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now they regain the lead.
Kansas, 27. Louisville, 26.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fast motion from the offense. They want the edge on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Love the play call offensively, attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time they used the jet sweep. They used the speed of the wide receiver to generate yet another first down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice move to keep moving. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge.
Oh, look out. The ball's free. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Kansas, 27. Louisville, 26.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. David, they had to settle for a field goal last time.
Yeah, they moved the ball down the field, Jesse. Just couldn't put it in the end zone in that red area where they needed to be a little bit more efficient.
I think they just got to do a little better job of executing on this drive, and let's see if they can punch it in for 6 this time. Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to move it through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Using his legs, it's Neal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? And that's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over 100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. In the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good.
That makes the score. Kansas 30, Louisville 26.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Going up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got it down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the run, it's Shuck. He's right on target. Still running at the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Got a man. It's Bell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. To the air, it's Shuck. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, Dave, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. Running it back, it's Lacey. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
To the air, it's Shuck. Coming after it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3.
Extra point.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be... Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown Cardinals. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And the offense has the lead, has the football. All you got to do is run the clock out, maybe be conservative, run the football. They chose to throw, and the defense makes them pay.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Quick completion on the out route. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. To the air on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the... Fires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it, a late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, and maybe time for a play or two. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.